You guys sent in your questions about the luxury watch market, and here are my answers. Okay, this is from Richard. Hi Charlie. There are a lot of scaremongering YouTube channels saying it's all up for Rolex or the bubble has burst, etc. What is your view on these prophecies of doom? You will see, I don't think it's particularly the channels where you see a lot of scaremongering. It's more like people in the comments you might see. There are a lot of people that will leave a lot of negative comments on a lot of really good channels as well out there. It's all the doom and gloom. They hope the market crashes. They hope it comes down so that they're allegedly going to buy the watch of their dreams. They're actually not going to buy. What I normally find is people that need negative comments or certainly give a negative spin on the industry is normally because they just want to actually put hate on the industry and create a bit of like negativity. And I just think it's unrealistic. The Rolex market will always trade. Don't forget, when I first started in the industry, there was no waiting list. You could walk into Rolex and buy a watch. I would buy a watch under list. I would sell it under list. There was no waiting list. So for us, we will always still trade, so no matter where the market is, we will still trade whether it's created over list, there's a waiting list, or there's no waiting list, or there's a discount. We can still trade as a grey market deal in all those situations. But unfortunately for the industry, there's always going to be people that do say the bubble's burst, this is done, that's done. And I have to tell you, and this is genuine from the bottom of my heart, we have never been as busy. People are buying to wear. And honestly, it's absolutely unbelievable how crazy and busy we are. Hey Charlie, love your work. What's your predictions for Rolex using titanium in 24? Can we see the material make its way into other models other than the Yachtmaster? I honestly don't think they will. Has anybody seen a Yachtmaster yet? I've not. You know, I've only known one or two deals in the UK that have actually had that watch in. I was offered one when they first got released, the Yachtmaster 42. My client wanted £27,000 to give you an idea. The watch is retailed about £12,000 or £13,000 roughly. We have had the Challenger in. You know, the 50mm deep sea challenge. We've had 3 of those in now, or 1 in twice, so we've had it shot in 3 times. So yeah, it's definitely one of those watches where they are extremely hard to get. And this is the thing with me for Rolex. So why introduce a watch, show it to everybody at the Rolex events, create this sort of hype around it? Everybody wants to buy it, but you can't actually get it. And for me, that's a little bit strange from Rolex. I understand the waiting list and creating the hype, but you still need to put them out there. And there's hardly any in the market. There's hardly any out there for people to buy. And people generally, I had a client yesterday actually wanted to buy that watch. He's on the list and he wants to play golf in it because it's light. You know, it's a perfect watch for that. I just wish if Rolex can do more titanium, please release them into the wild so people actually wear them and enjoy them. Because they're creating these models, they're creating the hype, and actually nobody can either see, look, wear, or actually buy it. Do you open the case back of watches that you buy and sell to check that the movement is fully authentic? No, we don't. Certainly with watches that we sell, they're either new or nearly new, so they're under the 5-year Rolex warranty. If we were to take the case back off our watches, we would actually invalidate the warranty with Rolex. So we'd sell a watch to our client, we took the case back off, they send it in for a service and say, hold on a minute, this watch has been opened, it's not actually covered under their warranty. No, we don't. We have a very strict process when we actually authenticate our watches when we're buying in. We also buy a lot of trusted people, trusted sellers, collectors, investors, to name a few. So yeah, we have our own strict policy. It goes through 2 or 3 people within the company, and we'll all inspect different parts of the watch to make sure it's authentic, including all the paperwork and registers and watch registers and things like that, even down to the very smallest detail. So yeah, really good question actually. Any grey market dealer that's got a watch that's still covered under warranty, that's taken the case back off, bad on you, because you shouldn't really be doing it. You are invalidating the warranty. If it's an older watch and we had any suspicion where there's something not right, obviously we've got our own in-house watch polisher now. He could actually remove all that and he could actually have a look inside the watch. But honestly, a good grey market dealer should not be taking even the bracelet off to look at the watch's details. Next question, do you think Rolex ADs are struggling to sell certain pieces at the current market? Absolutely, yes, 1 trillion% struggling. Windows are full of big pieces. They're really finding it hard at the minute. They had some really good times recently. They've sold a lot of watches, especially on these waiting lists that they've created. And I know now that their cost of grey market prices come down. The retail keeps going up. A lot of people are choosing not to buy or not do the dance because they've actually been upset because they've not had a pleasurable experience. We have a lot of clients who come to us for the experience as well as buying the watch. Unfortunately, all I hear from this side of the desk is they've had a miserable experience. They've been made to buy watches that they don't want. They eventually didn't get the watch that they wanted, or when they did, they didn't actually want it. They've spent money, they've lost money, and also I think the way that they've treated the clients has been a bit wrong, and I'm sure they're regretting that over the years. So definitely struggling to sell. I wouldn't be surprised if they start discounting some of the big gold pieces, and I also wouldn't be surprised if they try bundle watches, so get you to buy a big piece to give you the GMT on the same day. So yeah, definitely struggling 1,000,000%. First one. Hello, I'm really curious which Day-Date is a good choice. Which are the most sought after piece? The Kennedy, I'm not really sure which that one is, or the rose gold olive or something else. I'm trying to figure out which is the best piece to put my money into. Could you give me your opinion, please? My advice was, unless you really like the rose gold or the day-date range in particular, I would choose something else. I don't think it's the best model to go into at the minute. The olive is still carrying a small premium. Honestly, I would actually advise you to go in the Daytona range. You can still get a full bracelet one like the Paul Newmans or the Meteorites or the top tier, even like the John Mayer, they're low in the market. But honestly, I would advise you to look at a different model just purely because the rose gold, or certainly the day-date range in particular, is on its way down. Next question, what is the benefit of getting a Rolex service by Rolex compared to a local Rolex watch service place? Does it make a difference on what the watch is worth? Simple answer, yes. Definitely get it serviced by Rolex. It will add value. It proves provenance to the watch. Obviously, it's something that you can then say it's been to Rolex. What I would advise against, though, is getting the watch polished by Rolex. Historically, they are not the best watch polishers. There are independents who can do a far better job. In saying that, I have a good friend who's a very good watchmaker. He's probably one of the top ones in the country. He would do as good a job, if not better, with the actual overall service and polish. But obviously, it has that provenance, Rolex service. Carries an extra premium, will cost you a lot more money, but honestly, it's money in the bank. This question is about the 18 karat white gold blueberry. The question is, are they a good buy or bad buy? And is the white gold a slow seller generally compared to the yellow or rose gold? Honestly, white gold is a faster seller than yellow gold. Yellow gold trends are saying that's not a very popular watch. They're both under retail. I've got them to show you here. This is the white gold one. This is under list, so we're selling this for £29,000. The retail on it's 37. So yeah, they are massively, I think they're really good value as well. They're extremely popular, that stealthy watch as well. So definitely, it's not a bad buy. It's certainly something, I would recommend this over the yellow gold. Very rarely will you see us stock the yellow gold purely because there's only a very small market that want to buy that with the current trends of watch crime and what have you. So yeah, that one 1,000,000%. Definitely not a slow seller, a very popular watch. So next question, how do you see the Tudor in the market in 2024? The Tudor Royal I own has seen a price increase every year since the model came out. Do you think it's a good piece for Tudor Rolex to continue with these price increases year on year? Definitely Tudor's slow in the market. As you know, historically, we could actually get them under list. We had the boom before where they actually were sold over. We actually stocked them then. Now we won't really stock Tudor. You'll never see them on our website. Not because we don't think they're a good brand, just purely because they are a very slow seller. The margin is so small, sometimes it's literally just not worth stocking. The thing is with brands like Tudor, Omega, and I do say this to all my clients in person, I think they need to reduce the RRP. That would create incentive for people to buy. No discounts with Omega, which historically they do all the time. Omega prices now are way, way high. So I think generally keep the prices lower, create the interest, make them more readily available. And I think for value for money, I think they're great watches. Next one is loving the new 126503 Daytonas. Do you think they will ever release a rose gold and steel Daytona? For you guys that don't know, that is the steel and gold Daytona. Historically always been in yellow gold. Do I think they release a rose gold one? I actually don't think so. I don't think they will release a rose gold and steel one. You know, they've got such a good format now and they've just done the big release, haven't they, last year? Watches and Wonders 2023. They've changed every model, discontinued all the others. I think if they're going to do it, they're going to do it then, but you can never say never with Rolex. I'm sure some of you guys out there would absolutely love it, especially on that particular model, because it is worn generally by a unisex sort of client now, so both men and women buy that. And I think it was in the rose gold, be extremely popular, and you can always send your email into Rolex and request it. Next question from Lewis, do you think a John Mayer is a good investment at the current price, or do you think the market has settled on it? Very good question. In 2020, I had two in stock. Just to let you know, I paid £35,000 a piece for them. Historically, they went up to £120,000 at the boom, as we all know, unprecedented. At the moment, we can now buy and sell that watch, depending on the year and condition, within the 50s or 60s. Do I think it's a good investment? Yes, but only long term. You know, we will not stock that watch. We would get one for our client and try and get one at the best price. I think it's a really nice watch. It is a very special watch, but I do think price-wise, they could go down before they start going up. And I think it'll be a long time before we see them numbers or anywhere near them numbers. So great watch. Definite buy, but make sure you're getting the right price. Next question is from Richard. Was on the list for Milgauss Blue Dial. Do you think current grey market price will come down for this model? They actually already have, Richard. If you look at it when they got discontinued, people were asking sort of 12, 13, 14,000 pounds for that watch. We've had a few new ones in last year, sort of 21s, 22s, around that sort of age, and we sold them straight away. We sold them for around 10 to 11 grand, so I don't think they'll come down anymore. I think it's a really popular watch. My clients that buy them from me like because it's something different. I think the blue dial with the green glass is a really clean looking watch as well. It's got that nice sort of steel polished centre links on it as well in the bracelet. I think it's a really cracking watch. I don't think they'll come down more. I think they'll just settle like that, and I think they'll just increase slowly over time. Next one is, what does the market prefer, rose or yellow gold, and does the brand matter when it comes to the colour of gold? For example, AP, obviously the white metals are for the understated. Good question. Historically, we found that, obviously being in the north, we find we sell a lot more yellow gold up here. There does seem to be some sort of divide between sort of the Midlands and below to London of rose gold there. That does definitely seem more popular. They're both extremely popular, and the thing is, my client that wants a gold watch to look gold, they will always choose the rose or yellow. The white, obviously it's understated, but we honestly sell more coloured gold, rose and yellow, than we do white. Next question, if you had to choose between a Rolex GMT or Submariner, which one would you choose? Submariner, simple. I'd definitely choose a sub because I know I'd never get bored of it. A GMT, depending on the one you choose, there's quite a lot of choice actually with the GMT range compared to the subs. But yeah, I think it'd definitely be a sub because you've also got like the steel and you've also got the bluesy. So you've got the bluesy here, so you've got the bluesy, and you've also got, I've actually got a non-date in the back as well, so I could show you that. So I'd definitely choose one of the subs. For me, it'd either be the non-date, which isn't this one obviously, or the bluesy. The GMTs I think are really nice and probably as popular as the Submariner range, but personally I think they're just a bit cleaner, a little less going on, and they're obviously iconic. The next question, this is from Guy. What is your favourite two-tone Daytona dial? Do you think the two-tone will become popular again? It always has been popular, Guy. It is still a popular watch. We do sell a lot of them. They're a different type of buyer to what you'd sell a normal steel professional or steel and gold, like Submariner, for example. But certainly my favourite dial, and to answer your question, is white. I think that is the cleanest dial. Again, it's more of a unisex one. They obviously do the nice Tahitian mother of pearl. I don't know if you've seen those, we've had them in, and also the mother of pearl. But for me, practicality-wise, if I was going to wear one, they also do a nice black diamond dial as well, to be fair, and I do like that one. So my favourite personally would probably be the black diamond, but actually the most popular out there on the market is the white dial. Why does the OP take so much flack on watch channels? After all, it has the internals of a sub, and I think a very classic looking watch that's very underrated. Let's face it, how many people buy a sub for its primary use? You could save 3K. I think the reason it takes so much flack is because it's very plain Jane. It's that understated watch. You know, most people go to a sports professional with a bit more going on, a bit more of a GMT function, maybe a bit more iconic history. OP is quite like a new range that's been brought out. I don't think they get that much flack. I just think it's kind of like that sort of watch that most people wouldn't choose, but certainly we do sell them here at LWC. In fact, we've got one coming in tomorrow. We've got one of the new celebration dials. We've only had one in. We've got another one coming in tomorrow. I'm excited to see that again because it has been a while since we've had one in. So yeah, I really do like the OP range, and we do get it requested and we do sell. And now if you look at the green historically, that was sort of £9,000–10,000 last year. We're now selling those for around 7 to 8K, so they are really good value for money. I actually like them and I think they are a good buy. No budget. Pick your forever watch from the current Rolex catalogue. What is it? So if I had to pick one from the catalogue, it would be Platinum Daytona, I think. That's a catalogue piece. It would be the baguette, full stop, end of story. That's one I'd choose. I would more be looking towards off catalogue pieces. I would prefer to look at sort of the gem sets really. But if it's a catalogue watch, Platinum Daytona, baguette dial, 1,000,000%. Next question from Paul. Hi Charlie, is the Daytona Ghost your #1 seller in the Daytona range? Cheers. Yes, definitely the Oyster Flex range. That was our biggest seller last year, our most popular for obvious reasons. I've got a couple here, I'll show you one here. You can see why it's so popular. Absolutely stunning watch. Covered this in so many videos. 18 karat white gold, rubber strap. It's got the 18 karat white gold clasp, beautiful ghost silver dial. It's also got the black sub dials. That is our best selling Daytona Oyster Flex. If I was to look at the numbers and speak to Josh and just see what numbers we're actually doing, I would honestly say it probably is as well. I mean, we sell a lot of steel and golds. We sell quite a few steels, but obviously we sell a lot of Daytona Oyster Flexes. So yeah, honestly, it's this one. Hope you enjoyed this video. YouTube thinks you should watch this video next.